Abortion, hot issue. Where do you stand? Do you figure that a fetus is considered life, potential of life, or is it up to the mother to make the choice? Let's hear from Ben Shapiro in a very intriguing and interesting and triggering issue. Listen in.
My question was about abortion, and I just wanted to know, why exactly do you think a first trimester fetus has moral value?
Okay, so a first trimester fetus has moral value because whether you consider it a potential human life or a full-on human life, it has more value than just a cluster of cells. If left to its natural processes, it will grow into a baby. So the real question is, where do you draw the line? So you're going to draw the line at the heartbeat, because it's very hard to draw the line at the heartbeat. There are people who are adults who are alive because of a pacemaker. They need some sort of outside force generating their heartbeat. Okay, are you going to do it based on brain function? Okay, well, what about people who are in a coma? Should we just kill them? Right? The problem is, anytime you draw any line other than the inception of the child, you end up drawing a false line that can also be applied to people who are adults. So either human life has intrinsic value or it doesn't. I think we both agree that adult human life has intrinsic value. Can we start from that premise?
I believe that sentience is what gives something moral value, not necessarily being a human alone.
Okay, so when you're asleep, can I stab you?
I'm still considered sentient when I'm asleep.
Okay, if you are in a coma from which you may awake, can I stab you?
Well then, no, I guess not. I mean,
I'm glad you answered that, because I have no interest in actually murdering you.
But that's still potential sentience, and it's still a potential.
I agree, it is potential sentience. You know what else is potential sentience? Being a fetus.
The issue with that.
So from a Jewish perspective, it's nuanced. We don't believe that a fetus is actual life. It is potential of life, but not actual life. And therefore, killing a human being is considered murder. Killing a fetus is not allowed to do it unless it's saving the mother's life. Maimonides has an interesting view on this. There's a principle in Jewish law that if you are what's called a rodif, if you're seeking to harm someone's life or kill another, then it's an obligation to protect your life and to destroy the other and to kill the other person if that's the only way you can save your life. Well, in a sense, the fetus, if it is doing something to harm the mother's life that could actually take her life away, then she is got the category of a rodif, a pursuer, and even though the fetus doesn't mean to do it and is not doing it with intention, but the fact is it can take away the mother's life in certain instances, right, where carrying the fetus is a question of the mother's life. And then there's at least the permission, if not sometimes the responsibility, that you have to abort. Now, if the fetus was actual life, then you could never abort. But in Jewish law, there are times that you can abort because it's only the potential of life, and therefore it's not intrinsic in value. Once that fetus is now emerged from the womb, then it's no longer potential of life, but it's life, intrinsic value in of itself. So it's interesting and nuanced. What are your thoughts on that? Please share with me.